the day you saved my soul. You've been proving this is the
Hey guys, what's going on? Episode 7 of the XFL Extra Point podcast. I'm Justin. I'm here with Thomas. Thomas, say something so people know you exist.
Hello.
I thought you were going to give me a little Odell impersonation and go, any other podcasters out there, come get me.
I thought you were going to give me a Xavier Rhodes impression and be like, damn, I'm awful. I'm just the worst. Literally the worst cornerback in the league right now.
At least I'll admit it. I don't like
The
that we got
worst.
benched today.
Just the worst.
Okay, well, someone's salty.
I didn't expect you to come to me like that.
So before I had talked to Thomas about this, I was like, I'm gonna do the intro like, I'm back and better than ever, and ask him who the entrance theme that was, but he already knew, so it was kind of really dumb. He sung it before I even brought it up, which was annoying.
Did.
But yeah, we're back. It's been far too long.
That's right. It's been.
It's crazy. Here's the thing. We said we took a week off, but if you really do the math, we pretty much took 2 weeks off.
Yeah, you're right.
Because like the whole week goes through, and then the whole week. Now we're recording this Sunday, so it's like, fuck, it feels like so much has happened.
That's true.
But you know what did happen today, Thomas? Not today.
What happened?
Why did I say today? You know what happened while we were gone?
What?
The fucking jerseys dropped. Oh shit!
That's fucking
oh
right.
god!
Oh,
shit!
bitch. Damn.
Yeah. If you've been listening to the show, you know we've been talking about the jerseys in every single episode somehow. And now we get to finally actually look at them and actually discuss them and actually talk about them. So that's what today's episode is going to be. Our jersey extravaganza. That's right. It's an entire jersey-related episode. News and notes are jersey-related. Our discussion is jersey-related because it's about the jerseys. So I feel like I should have a new news and notes drop, but I'm probably not going to because I'm lazy. So we're just going to have the same one. But we're not getting there yet. Make sure you guys follow us on Twitter. At XFL Extra Point. You can DM us there, ask us questions. We'll talk about them on the show. Jersey-related questions, we'll talk about on the show. Anything-related questions, we'll talk about on the show. You can also email us at XFL. Oh, I almost said at. Why do I always say at?
Well, I mean,
extrapointcontact@gmail.com.
It is at there. It's not. There's not an
Yeah,
at
it's
symbol,
later
but
on.
it is at that address.
So you can email us extrapointcontact@gmail.com. You can send them that way. I'll look through it, see if you guys sent us anything. So really ask us anything at all. Also, make sure if you guys really want to support the show and you're lit as fuck, go down when you're in Apple Podcasts, scroll all the way to the bottom. You're going to see some little stars. Put 5 of those motherfuckers. You can see 5 of them, put 5 of them. And then write, like, this is the best show I've ever heard. These guys have the best opinions on jerseys, and they should be fashion designers.
Yes.
And or on YouTube, subscribe, comment, like, all the shit that the YouTubers tell you to do that shit too.
Do all that shit.
And definitely go to the YouTube, because in the near future, we have plans for that YouTube channel that are outside of this podcast. So we'll still do our show.
Knew about this.
We talked about it. I mentioned it.
Okay.
That we have plans to do some stuff on that YouTube channel. It is exclusive to that YouTube channel. So make sure you head over there. You look at that shit. I'll give you a little sneak preview of what I have in mind. Let's just say I live in Houston. And the training camps are in Houston.
Yes.
That's all I'm going to say.
Ooh.
So, just keep an eye out on our YouTube channel. Anyway, let's get into the news and notes drops. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
We'll do it live! Fuck it! Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Alright, first story. First jersey-related story is the newly released replica jerseys that came out on the website after the jersey launch. So after they launched all the jerseys, which was like a 3-hour process, then up on the website, you know, as we'd expect, some jerseys came up. But maybe not what you'd expect. Replica jerseys. Mm-hmm. Some underwhelming replica jerseys.
Underwhelming replica jerseys.
Not a jersey I'd buy. If anything, I'd wait for the new one. But the ones with the names on them. But so all these jerseys, they all have the number 20 on them. Mm-hmm. On the back, there's just nothing. It's just blank.
Side note: the number 20 is not a good-looking number to have on a football jersey. I understand.
I agree
that it's it's supposed to be 2020, but number 20, like I can't think of a number 20 in my head ever that has been.
That's good.
That's good.
Mackenzie Alexander.
Yeah, sure. Hold on, I need to look that up now because someone is gonna be mad at me. But
anyway, so they released all those jerseys. They all don't look that great to me. I probably wouldn't buy one, but apparently some people wanted them because in less than 24 hours they all sold out. There's no more. People bought them.
God,
So
Brian Dawkins, I'm an idiot. Okay.
you are an idiot. I'm an idiot for not thinking of that either.
I love Brian Dawkins. I can't believe I fucking forgot that. All right, Ed Reed.
Ed Reed. Jesus Christ.
We suck. Okay, never mind. Number 20 just looks bad on the XFL jerseys, I guess.
Well, let's be fair. The guy they had modeling it
clearly
should
not.
He should not have been modeling the jersey.
They gotta get just a bigger dude.
They just needed to bring Cardale Jones in there and put every jersey on him because the defender's jersey looked great on him.
That's what they should have done. They should have just got the tier 1 quarterbacks to wear them. I don't know why they didn't do that. Instead of hiring a very skinny Abercrombie and Fitch model.
So anyway, all those jerseys sold out within 24 hours, which is surprising to me because I didn't like them. But, people... There's, the people have been saying, like, there's been that backlash, like, oh, who gives a fuck? Like, and you can kind of buy into it, even when you're, you might get lost, that you're like, oh, all these people are, especially when you're like me, who's on that Twitter all the time, you're like, oh, wow, all these people are talking about the XFL. But that's like getting straight retweeted. Everything that I'm looking at is just XFL, so of course I'm going to think that everyone's talking about the XFL.
Yeah.
But it was like, seeing those sell out means that there's people outside of this community that I haven't interacted with, that I haven't seen, that are interested, who may not be like actively, being on Twitter, talking about it all the time, who still, just interested, just regular, 50-year-old dad in Wisconsin or something might have bought one of these. So, but anyway, so the replica jerseys, they retail for $80. Far too much for these jerseys, in my opinion. Something I could go buy at Academy in Texans Forum for like $20 probably.
Yep.
But I get it. But if you think that price is outrageous, they released the price for the authentic jerseys, and they're going to be coming out at $225, and those should be going on sale December 17th.
Which is ridiculous.
So, but here's the thing. Yeah, go ahead.
for it.
You go ahead.
Okay, I was going to say...
You go ahead.
Oh, shit. So I think with the possible fluidity of players' statuses within the XFL, if they're going to leave the league, I think... They're kind of treating it as if it's like a custom jersey, like the NFL shop does. So I think maybe that would explain the price. But
well, on that note, so it says there's another little part here. This was all from XFL News Hub. I probably should have said that. Most of our stories are from XFL News Hub. That's where we get this information. We're not journalists. We repeat the news and we talk about it.
yes,
So on XFL News Hub, they said fans interested in customized XFL jerseys with their name and selected number on them will need to wait for game day. Customized jerseys will be available at stadiums during XFL games. No price point on those yet.
okay. I suspect those will be a little cheaper.
You think the customized jersey will be cheaper than the one?
Oh, the custom. I'm sorry. Never mind. That will be more expensive.
Yeah. So anyway, but even with and I expect those. I think even with those prices, if those replica jerseys sold out that quick, I wouldn't be surprised if these sell pretty well too.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
If people are buying these footballs that are $125.
Yeah.
All this shit's expensive. And this brings me back to that point that all that money, how expensive these things are, people are buying it. These players aren't making shit off of it, but whatever. We'll move on, I guess.
Yeah.
But all right, well, that's our first story, our first jersey adjacent story. Our next one is a little bit of news about the manufacturer of these jerseys. And so, first of all, big shout out to our boy at Mex Scouts, who kind of broke this story, even though there's been a little bit of update. So originally it was like the Battlehawks team president was on a radio show, and he said something like, all the uniforms are a division of Adidas, whatever, the helmets are Riddell and Schutt, so... It was, he said it, but I guess it turns out they're not really a division of Adidas. So what they're called custom outfitters. So what they do is they do make the jerseys. When Adidas makes jerseys, they do make them for them, but I guess they're not necessarily owned by Adidas. They're just kind of the people who make the jerseys.
Yeah.
So I guess they're sort of going to be like the Adidas jerseys, right? I guess XFL just cut a deal with them directly and avoided the middleman of Adidas. No logo on there. I'm not sure if an announcement's going to come out about that. They're probably just going to be like, these are jerseys. And they're not going to have logos on them. which
Yeah.
I mean, kind of makes me sad. Seeing the little logo on it's kind of cool sometimes.
Yeah.
But the jerseys are kind of interesting. They got that little mesh on the front and stuff. So I saw Max on Twitter. He was like breaking it down. He was like, "Look, you can see the mesh here matches the mesh on these jerseys." I was like, "Damn, this dude's a fucking sleuth."
Breaking it down, fucking Zapruder film.
So shout out to him. But so yeah, that's Custom Outfitters. That's who's making the jerseys. No big brand name affiliate on those. But so that's our jersey adjacent news. There's other news that we could have talked about, but this is our jersey extravaganza. Goddamn, we're just gonna talk about jerseys because we waited long enough.
Yeah.
All right. So now's the time. Now is the time where we talk about every single fucking jersey.
Let's do it.
And oh my god, I'm just ready. So we didn't make this like a debate, so I guess we're just gonna pull these up and we're just gonna rant. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. First jersey we need to talk about: Dallas Renegades.
Okay.
Initial opinions on these. You go first.
I like them. I think they look good.
Okay. Initial opinions. These are my least favorite jerseys.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
I just think something about how the black, like, it's boxy, around their shoulders.
Yeah.
It looks weird to me.
Okay. I can see
think
that.
It's like the way, because it's two-toned, and none of the other jerseys are two-toned like this.
Mm-hmm.
It's a weird-looking thing to me.
I think it'll look better on field and on actual players than you think it's going to be, because I think they're going to fill it out a little more. I don't know. I like it. I think it's nice.
See, I was optimistic here because it's like black and then this like baby powder blue, and I gotta love baby powder blue, but man, the baby blue was just not used enough.
You're right, but I also think they didn't want like another blue team, even though baby blue is the superior blue.
Yeah, and it looks like nothing else here. I don't see why they wouldn't. It's like you're not going to be confused with the Battlehawks or some shit. Like it's a distinctly different color.
Mm-hmm. I am surprised because I like it.
Yeah, like even if the pants were blue or something.
See, if the pants were blue, I wouldn't like it.
Oh God, we might be in for quite a show here. We're not agreeing on this. But anyway, I mean, their helmets are nice.
Their helmets are nice because I think they have a really good logo. I think it's cool.
These aren't your... Well, here I don't really like their logo. To me, their logo reminds me of like some shit I would have made in like Madden 09 on the creative team.
That's actually why I like it.
You were the guy who was like, "Fuck yeah, I'm the Dallas Renegade."
I'm the Dallas Renegade. Make my thing the cowboy. Absolutely.
But I mean, I do like their colors a lot. Let me take a look at these away jerseys right quick. Okay. Let me take a look. 'Cause did they do better here? They did do. I think they did better here. They still got the blocky problem. But like, it's not like the
numbers being in blue is nice.
Yeah, I think their away jerseys are much better than their home jerseys, in my opinion.
Okay.
Something about their home jerseys looks cheap to me. I don't know what it is, but it's just like it looks like the cheapest jersey here.
The only thing I'm not a huge fan of on the away jerseys is that red shoulder stripe. I wish that was just another baby blue one, but that's pretty minor.
Right. I mean, I guess they had to incorporate the red somehow because it's in the eyes of that logo.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's it.
We didn't do this, so where do you have this jersey ranked?
So I have this jersey ranked as my number 3 jersey.
Is your number 3?
Yes.
I didn't do this beforehand, so just looking here, I'll probably put it at my number 7.
Okay. So it's not your least favorite?
It's not my least favorite. I mean, it is, but at the same time, like I personally, but I can see there's something wrong with another one that makes it worse for me. But I'd say personally, like I don't like this one a lot, and it's in terms that here's why it's my least favorite, but I'm not putting it at 8. It's my least favorite because it had so much potential.
Okay.
Right.
It's a disappointing more than anything.
So it was more like, they just fucked up. They were so close.
Yeah.
It's like the colors save it, but it's my least favorite in the way that they like this jersey could have been so much cooler than it is.
Yeah.
Again, all these jerseys are pretty nice, honestly.
None of them are too offensive. Yeah. Like none of them are like, ugh, disgusting. But some are clearly better than others. Is all I'll say.
I'm gonna put this at 7 for now, just because I was looking again. I see one that I also am not a huge fan of, sadly.
Okay.
I guess that's all. Was there any player pictures of these jerseys on players that would have made me think? Of course, I said I didn't want to be Googling it, but now I will
don't
be.
think the Renegades have put out anything.
Yeah, I don't think they did either. Dallas Renegades jerseys.
Because that's how they would put it out probably, as we furiously both type.
Uh-huh. No, they didn't have it on any players as far as I can tell.
I'm looking at
Just
their...
just on their model.
Okay.
But I like the black face mask and stuff.
Reminiscent of the kind of like the older Tennessee Titan uniforms, not the old ones where they're the Oilers, but like the older ones before the current ones.
Mm-hmm. I was showing my mom these because I was just like, oh, what are your opinion on these? And she was just going down and she was like, Tennessee Titans, Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah.
She was just going on jerseys saying what NFL teams they were. So yeah, she did say Tennessee Titans on them. Mm-hmm. I don't see it too much because it's the black, but
yeah. I mean, maybe it's just a baby blue thing and the baby blue and the black.
Yeah. But anyway, I was trying to see if a picture of it on player was going to change my mind. Didn't find one, so for now, that's going to be number 7 for me. And I guess we will move on to the home team, to America's team, to my team.
Yeah.
The Houston Roughnecks.
All right.
These jerseys are also absolutely putrid.
Thank you. Thank God. I thought we were going to argue about this. This is my least favorite jersey.
Yeah, this is mine too.
Thank God. Oh, Lord.
The helmet was a good idea in principle, and then they didn't tie it into the jersey at all.
These
God,
jerseys,
the pants do not match the rest.
No, these jerseys look like a team from, like, you see those old pictures of like teams from the 30s, like playing in burlap sacks that are like drawn on in paint. Like, that's what this, like, I hate these jerseys.
I don't like them either. I feel like it's the pants that fuck it up for me here.
Well, and on the home uniform, the gray pants look horrendous. It just looks bad. Again, I think it'll look better on players instead of models, but...
Again, this looks like... You know what this looks like to me? Especially this away uniform, looking at it now, is like when you're in Madden and you play as like American All-Stars or some shit. Some generic ass.
It looks like a not great Pro Bowl jersey.
Yeah.
It looks like a bad Pro Bowl jersey.
All my fears of the red, white, and blue color scheme came to fruition.
Yeah, they leaned into it for sure. But the thing, like, I feel like it could be fixed. Like, I don't think it's so much... Because you can keep, like, the southern, like, Texas, roughneck oil motif and the color scheme. Just the way they did it is terrible.
I was surprised when they went with red, white, and blue because I don't picture Roughnecks as like the American flag. I'm thinking like dirt and grime and hard working or some shit.
Think
and
about it. Vince McMahon loved Texas.
Yeah, like I was thinking they'd do a little something different, but no, they really disappointed me. It's really these silver pants.
The silver pants are bad.
If they were like blue, that'd be okay. Even if they were red.
Like if they went like the they can't because the DC Defenders did this. But whenever the Texans wear like their battle red uniforms, they should have done that because that looks good. But they didn't.
Probably
do that.
They probably had that idea initially, and then were like, "Oh fuck, DC Defenders, you took our swag."
I'm so happy we agree on this because I thought I was gonna have to argue.
We're agreeing here. These are my least favorite. I felt like you would have known that when I was like, man, I hate the red, white, and blue color scheme. They're gonna fuck this up.
Well, but I thought you would have just been a homer.
No, I'm realistic about this. Let me see if I can get persuaded by their away jerseys in any way. Their away jerseys are definitely better than their home jerseys. Just because
I think they're both pretty bad.
It's like they're still bad, but like at least
they look like they're
the helmet
in like a parade. They look like they're in a parade about the 4th of July. And they're like the football player in the parade. That's like the best whatever I can compare it to. Like they look like something trying too hard to be a American football player.
The star on the shoulder is such a lazy touch.
That's what I mean. Like I feel like they could. You can still have all that. I think they just, from a design layout standpoint, I think it's bad. Like it's not the color scheme as much as just how they divvied everything out. The fact that on the away uniform it's just like a red stripe all the way down, that's gonna look awful.
I really hope they like put those pants, what are they, blue pants in the away?
Yeah.
I hope they put those blue pants on the fucking home jersey at
That
some
could
point
actually
and realize their
save
mistake.
the home uniforms a little bit. I think that would make it a little... Because my main beef with the home uniforms is the gray pants. I don't think they look good at all.
Yeah. And it's like, they just were like, we got this cool idea for a silver helmet. We need to tie it into something.
Yeah, exactly.
Because, like, where is silver in their logo?
Yeah.
I was never something... I pictured red, white, and blue, but then they were like, silver fucking helmet.
Silver fucking helmet.
It's cool.
So what they should have done is they should have gave the Roughnecks, the Renegades... they probably couldn't. Well, they should have made it... So they should have gave the Renegade... I'm sorry. They should have gave the Roughnecks, the Renegades color scheme, and then make it legally distinct from the Houston Oilers. And then they would have just been printing money.
Yeah, for sure.
Printing money. But they didn't.
For sure. I feel like you've made that point before.
Well, because it's dumb that they didn't do that. It's so easy.
I'm so disappointed.
Yeah.
Because if I'm going to buy a jersey, it's going to be a Roughnecks jersey, right? But I don't want to buy this shit.
Buy shit.
I feel like at least I don't have to wear the pants, and maybe I can get away with it.
That's
but
true.
like,
You might be able to get away. Definitely not the away one.
No, the home
You
one.
could
The home
you could
one.
get away. You could get away with the home one, I think, and be all right.
It's like the
depending on-
pants just fuck it up for me.
Yeah, the pants are.
So
not
yeah,
ideal.
I have this as my worst jersey. You have
Yes,
this as your
this
worst
is my
jersey.
worst jersey as well. Yes.
Is there anything we could say about the helmet's nice?
I mean, an oil, whatever looks cool, but
Yeah, logo
I
looks
don't
cool
know.
on it.
that yeah, I mean the helmet's fine. The helmet's not really
Helmet's
the problem. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish they would have tied the jersey more into the helmet.
Probably
Probably the helmet's probably the coolest part about it, but like they didn't do a good job complimenting it.
I wish they would have had a little more color on the helmet and not as much color on the jerseys. I think that would have made it a little better for me. But-
Maybe.
Yes.
Okay, well these are the worst for me.
Yes.
I'm not
Worse
a
for me
fan.
as well. They're a big bad.
Big bad. Moving on to the LA Wildcats.
Yep.
These ones are nice.
They are. I like them a lot, actually.
I do too. They're better, in my opinion, than... They're probably the best black-centric jersey, in my opinion.
I agree.
The red is interestingly done. It pops more than, say, a New York Guardians jersey. The colors... This was the jersey I was worried about, because I didn't think they
Yes.
were going to go black-centric, and I made the point once I saw that
You
little
did.
teaser video that they had released, where it was like LA Wildcats and it was black. I was like, oh, okay, this is actually going to be probably pretty good.
Yes.
Because I was
no.
worried they were just going to be like, yellow on red.
Yeah, and it'd be awful. But they went black centric, which was smart, and I think it was pretty good.
The helmet is good.
I like
It's a
it.
good helmet. It's a good helmet. The little red stripe. It has the dashes like it's supposed to be a claw or some shit.
Yep, I like that a
And
lot.
the yellow face mask. They tied their colors together well. I'll
Yes.
give them that. The yellow pops on the numbers. This is just not very offensive. It's easy to look at. It looked clean on the players. I saw Luis Perez in it. He looked good. And since I'm going to do a little sidebar here, because I was going to bring this up in news and notes, but it wasn't enough for a news and notes story. I wonder if there's something to be said as these mini camps come together and we try to figure out who is going to be the starting, quarterback. We got these competitions going on. Is there something to be said about who they had modeling these jerseys?
As
a lot of teams
that they put their best foot forward, I guess.
they put a lot of these teams put their quarterbacks in these jerseys, and Luis Perez was the one they put to model this jersey. I did see after the fact Josh Johnson holding the jersey. He put it on, no pads or anything, but Luis Perez modeled the jersey. Can we use that as an assumption that Luis Perez will be the starter week 1?
Luis is very good anyway, so perhaps.
And another note, we saw Jordan Ta'amu in his. We saw
My boy.
I have a point that we'll make when they get to the Guardians, but we did see Matt McGloin in the New York Guardians jersey. But so interesting little tidbit I just wanted to bring up there that we saw. Looking at this jersey, colors, they did the best they could. This is they had a high potential for fuck up. They did not fuck up. It's clean. It's slick. The colors are good.
Yes.
Colors are very good.
Yes.
I like their whole sunset motif deal here.
Yes.
That's all good. Even though now it's like, why you call yourself the Wildcats when your thing's supposed to be a sunset? But
Yeah.
whatever. You have any opinions on this outside of that?
I will say I greatly prefer the home uniform to the away uniform.
You're right. Let me pull up this away uniform
Yeah,
here.
the away uniform I think is it's okay.
It's like the colors opposite and then white.
Yeah. So it doesn't look as good, and I hate the stripe down the side.
The yellow stripe?
Like, I hate that it's all the way down the side.
I like how it fades to black at the bottom, though.
Fading to black is cool, but I wish that it can be on the pants, but just have
Then you just have all white at the top?
like more white. You can have like the shoulder sleeve, but like not where it goes down.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I would like that. I don't like the stripe all the way down.
I mean, these are essentially the other jerseys. They've just made them.
Oh yes, but also I also think that again these will look better on field than they will with a dude standing with his back like to show
These for sure are not my favorite away uniforms. I would just say this is. I don't want to make this point before I've really looked at all of them. This might be the biggest drop off from home to away in terms of which one's good. Because I would probably ranking this is going to be hard. I'd probably rank these jerseys at number 3. I'd put them at 3.
Okay, these are my number 4.
So now I'm curious. You had the Renegades up at 3. You know that. So that's where you have different. You probably have the same other 2 as me. We'll see.
Probably.
But anyway, smart move. Going with the all black centric. That's clean. That's slick. I would be interested in buying one of these maybe. In the Luis Perez variety. Or maybe in the Tawan Jones variety.
Perhaps. Friend of the show, Tawan Jones.
Which, another little sidebar while we're on the Wildcats. He was, they linked everyone, or they directed everyone to his Instagram page where he was, like, live streaming the reveal. So that's cool. That shows maybe that they understand how important Tawan Jones is to them. They linked to some other players, too, but Tawan Jones was in the mix. There's only, like, 4 guys, so that was cool. I was like, oh, that's cool. We had this guy on the show.
Yes, friend of the show, Tawan Jones.
Yeah. Thank you again, Reagan from XFL, for bringing those guys.
Yes.
All that good work you've done. But another side note with the LA Wildcats, I don't know if you probably just saw all the jerseys after the fact, right? For the most part.
Yeah.
Or just like what they were releasing on social media.
Yes.
So how they did it is they did this like theirs was probably the LA Wildcats jersey reveal was probably the most grandiose.
Yeah.
Where they had like a guy, like an announcer dude, like announcing players, and they were like walking out, and there was like the New York Guardians one was sad as fuck.
Oh no.
They walk out and everyone's like, yeah.
Woo, yay.
It wasn't even like a woo yay. It was like it was like
Just,
golf claps.
Cool.
But the Wildcats had like a WWE announcer in the type deal.
Yeah, brother. Well, that's LA, baby. That's showbiz, baby.
And they had like a whole they announced their whole coaching staff, and then they had the players come out. One of the dudes, Sean Oakman. I think he spiked the ball. No, he didn't spike the ball. He danced. And Storm Norton spiked the ball.
Ah, my boy, Storm Norton.
He was not wearing pads. He was wearing jeans and just the jersey. But he spiked the ball.
Yeah.
Which I thought was interesting for someone who was inside.
Well,
but anyway, little side note.
Inside.
So I have these at 4. I have these at 3. I have these at 4. You have them at 4.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so we both have them at 4. Moving on now to the Seattle Dragons. Initial opinions. Here's what I think. These are the coolest helmets in the XFL.
Yeah, these are nice helmets.
These are nice helmets. That dragon logo, I was scared because it also kind of looks like Madden Create. I can't talk. Madden Create a team logo, but it actually looks kind of fucking cool. And just overall, this is a cool jersey.
Yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised by these jerseys. I thought these were going to be very bad, but they're actually good. Like, I actually like these a good bit.
These are very good.
Yeah.
This blue is different. I'm glad that they were different blues.
Yes.
All across the XFL is just different blues.
Different blues is good.
I was scared. That navy blue with the green, the orange, surprisingly all comes together well.
Yep.
Maybe have a problem with the helmet being white, but not too big of a problem.
I would have liked it to be more of, like, in my brain, what would look good to me would be a solid orange helmet with a green dragon, but...
Yes, I agree with you.
Okay. Because then if they would have gotten that blue and then that orange helmet, it would have been more of like a Syracuse look.
Right.
Which I like, but... or maybe Syracuse or Illinois, whatever.
Auburn.
Auburn. Yeah, okay.
Auburn.
Auburn's a better example, actually, because I think they're a bigger team. But yeah. Yes. I like these a lot. I'm pleasantly surprised by these. Yeah, not really a whole lot to say about them. Just I thought these were going to be a candidate for the worst, and it turns out that they're fine.
Yeah, they did the opposite of the Renegades, where this color scheme was potential to be awful, and they actually did it well. And the green is subtle; it's not overpowering. Highlight the navy blue. I didn't even really pick up a navy blue in the actual logo. I wasn't even thinking about navy blue, but they were like, "Fuck it, navy blue."
And
like,
they used orange tastefully, which is nice.
Yeah, they just did. I think they were just the way they just used those. What you think would be their primary colors. They used them as accents. And then this navy blue came out of nowhere, but you're just like, all right, this is fucking cool. I like this. And
Yeah.
It does kind of look like Auburn.
What is weird to me is the difference between their home uniforms and their away uniforms.
Yes.
Just they look like they're different teams because the motif is so different. And
You have no navy blue here.
Yeah, exactly. And that's a little weird, but I like their aways as well. So
Their
That's fine.
aways are
like
my
their aways.
second favorite away jerseys.
yeah, I like their aways a lot. I like the orange numbers.
Yeah.
I don't
The
know,
green is a tasteful color of green.
Yes, they made it not awful. So
It's
good
like
for
this-
them.
They just went and they're like, yo, we're going to have these bright colors. Nah, fuck dog. We got
green.
We got colors that aren't bright. They're like navy blue and navy. Is there such a thing as a navy green?
Yes.
But what the green equivalent of navy blue?
Yes. Well, green and orange is a tough combo, but they made it work. So
Yeah, and the orange, while being so bright, is used subtly, and I can appreciate that.
But
This is
I
a good
do
jersey.
wish- Yes, this is a good jersey. But again, especially on the away jerseys, I wish that their helmet was not mainly white. But
Yeah, orange would be nice.
orange would be nice. Again, that's relatively minor though, because the jersey itself
It's
is still
definitely.
pretty good.
And the logo, the placement of the logo, is fantastic.
Yes, we'll talk about placement of logos on helmets for another team when we get to them.
I think maybe I know who you're going to talk about. But yeah, this is a good jersey. I'm gonna put
Yes.
this. I rank this at. I'm gonna rank this at 2.
All right. Well, I have them ranked at 5, but
Oh wow.
they're still in the tier of these are good.
Right.
So they
Well,
are
so
5.
there's only.
That's just more because I prefer other jerseys as well.
So that means you have 3 other jerseys that you think are not good.
Yes.
So you didn't like the Roughnecks. So that means there's 2 others that you don't like.
Don't like as strong. I would just say are definitely not as good.
Gotcha.
And one
Okay.
is for a very minor reason, but it bothers me every time I look at it.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, I have these at 2. I like these a lot. These are great.
Right.
I would. It's like I would almost say. Let me look. They have the best jerseys in the West.
In the West, let me look at that.
That's Renegades, Roughnecks, Wildcats, Dragons.
No, I disagree, but
Oh, who do you have? The Wildcats,
I have the Wildcats. Or no, I have the
the Renegades, and the Wildcats.
Renegades. Yes.
I do not like those Renegades ones. But
That
we
is where we
digress.
differ, sir.
On to the next one. And the first jersey that was announced that made me a little worried, but also I was like, okay, these are kind of good. And maybe this is just going to be a one-off thing, and it was. DC Defenders, with the most simplistic uniforms here.
Yes.
Just red and white. That's all.
Yep.
That's all they did. And I was worried, and I said, prior to this, when we had these discussions, I was like, this might be boring, just this red and white. But it looked clean, and it's one of those jerseys that does not look good on this Abercrombie and Fitch model they have here.
Yes,
it looks
absolutely.
fantastic on their players.
Yes.
Like, it looks amazing on Cardale Jones.
Well, I mean, they did it simply. They didn't try to add any bells and whistles to it. It's just like, fuck it, red and white. Good. That's all you need.
They have the little Thunderbolt
Yes.
on the shoulder pads. That's a nice touch.
Yes.
It's super simple. I mean, like, I'm not a big fan of their away jerseys. I will say
like
that
the away
much.
jerseys.
That is too simple to me. I'm not a fan of just like you have an all-white jersey.
I
You know,
like it.
who do they look like? Do they look like Alabama to me here in this?
To me, they look more
No,
of like
'cause that's a different color of red.
Because it's not the same red. To me, I kind of got more of like a U of H vibe, but that's also because we're from
Yeah,
Houston.
okay. I'm talking more just the aways, but yeah, I see what you're
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah,
Um,
because it's not crimson. You know what I mean? It's red.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
These jerseys are just so simple that I don't know. I don't have much to talk about here.
Yeah, I mean, I like them. I think simple
they-
is good. I think when you look at teams like the Roughnecks and you're like, oh God, it's a smorgasbord of America and Texas, and then you get, DC Defenders and it's just simple. I think it's nice.
Yeah, I think they're the simplest jersey here. Without being, we have a lot of all black centric. They really were like, this is our color's fucking red.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's just-
exactly.
our jersey's all red and our color's fucking red.
Yep.
So like at least they were simple, but they were not boring. At least they went with a bright color. It pops. It's nice.
It looks good. Like there's
Helmet.
not- What?
This is something now I'm going to sidebar on this helmet here.
Oh, okay.
So I noticed this, and it's with all the helmets, so I'm not going to dock the DC Defenders. But all of them are like not painted on the helmet,
Yeah.
the logos.
Yeah.
They're stickers,
They're peels. Yes.
which is weird.
Yes.
And so on the helmet, we don't have a picture of this here in our notes, but if you want to look it up on your own, the sticker goes over the face mask,
Yeah. That
which is a little weird. It like kind of goes over the face mask, and they were like, "Let's just fucking cut it."
Cut it.
It's strange. It was like they made their logo a little too big for the helmet.
Yes. I agree. Sorry, tough time pulling up.
I'd say they have
There we go.
the worst helmets.
I vehemently disagree.
Oh, who do you think has the worst?
We'll get to them soon.
Oh, so they haven't come up yet.
No, they're
And
not come up yet.
that means I know who it is.
They do.
Okay. I do think they have the worst helmets. The logo was not placed well, and probably
all-
needed to be a little smaller.
Yeah, I could see that, but also I don't know.
It kind of goes into the face mask too much.
Yeah, it would have been cool if they
Nitpicky.
maybe tried something different and put like the logo on top of the helmet. That would have been cool. I don't know. That's
Put
just
it on
me
top of the
spitballing.
helmet.
Like on top, like
Like-
on the front, part. I think that would have
Oh.
been cool because it would have been different.
It would have been different, but it might just look like they had a big ass stamp on
It
their
might have
forehead.
looked goofy too. I don't know, but
These I have them ranked at 3.
3. I have these ranked at a 2.
At 2.
Yes.
So yeah, we're not far off on these.
Yes.
Simple, clean, easy to digest. Probably look nice if you bought one of these and just wore it. It's like the Roughnecks, except you don't have the embarrassing like stars on the shoulders. You have cool ass
Texas.
lightning bolts.
The Houston Roughnecks jerseys reminds me of Texas Tech's like Lone Star or whatever the fuck uniforms. The helmet's great, but like the fucking everything else about those is putrid. So
Yeah, they're not great. The thing here, I did see a little bit of discourse about these DC Defenders being too simple, and some people are like, I wish they put like more lightning bolts. Like,
Where?
I wish the stripe was like a lightning bolt.
that'd be too much.
Or maybe even like lightning bolt on the helmet. I don't know.
I don't know. I like the
I could
simplicity.
see it's very simple. It could be a little underwhelming, and
Yeah.
that was kind of. I had a feeling like Thomas liked the simplicity a lot more than I did.
Yes.
which I was kind of like, I kind of wanted some of these teams to take some risk. You could always change them next year.
Well, there are some of these uniforms that hurt my eyes to look at them. So the one when I saw DC Defenders, I was like, thank God, that's fine.
I feel like there's only one jersey you're gonna say hurts your eyes to look at.
Wow, there are really there are three, and we've already talked about one.
True enough. Okay, well, I guess then I know what the next one is, I assume. And it's the next one we're going to talk about, the New York Guardians. Is this one of those jerseys you do not like?
I don't mind the jersey so much as I despise the helmet.
Oh, okay. I kind of like their helmet.
I hate the helmet.
So what's your problem with the helmet?
I don't like how the gargoyle goes back and makes it look angular. I don't know if that makes sense.
Okay.
It makes their heads look huge. I don't know. I don't like it. And maybe again it'll look better on field, but I don't like the helmet whatsoever. I've seen some mock-ups where the logo is a little bit bigger and more stretched out as opposed to like a straight line, and it looks better than that right now.
See, I like these because these were the first ones that did. These were the first jerseys that came out. I think these might have been the second jersey in total, or maybe the third that came out, and they were the first one to do something interesting with the helmet. So I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like, it's not just the logo on the side. I was kind of worried it was just going to be like the logo on the side.
I think looking at it from the profile and then looking at it straight on, I hate it. These are my least favorite helmets in the league.
So, sidebar here. I'm guessing, again, I'm assuming you did not watch like any of the like reveals.
I did not.
Like the actual videos.
No.
So Landry Jones comes out, and he is looking funky in this jersey.
In the Guardians jersey?
It is both too tight and too loose at the same time.
Wait a minute, Landry Jones?
Not Landry Jones. I mix Matt McGloin and Landry Jones up all the time. Matt McGloin.
Matt McGloin.
Matt McGloin came out. He came out, and his butt looked gigantic.
Oh,
and
man.
his waist looked tiny. He was packing cake. But it kind of looked like he was like bending his back, so his ass looked bigger. Like when people do that, like bend their back so their ass looks bigger.
Yeah.
It kind of looked like he was doing that. He just looked funky walking out there. He was like kind of like strutting.
He's trying to puff up.
It was weird
a little bit.
But also at the same, when I say that the jersey was both loose and tight at the same time, it was like tight around his ass, but like his legs and his thighs did not like fit. It looked like the pants were falling off of him.
Maybe they had the sizing incorrect.
It was weird, and I wonder like how much they thought about that beforehand. They were like, we gotta size these dudes. Or if they just like, here's a bunch, and
here's a
Landry
medium.
Jones like, my ass is too big and my thighs are too small for any of the things you have here. I will need custom fits.
I will need custom fits.
But anyway, on the actual jerseys, another black centric.
I actually don't mind the jerseys. I think the jerseys are fine, but the helmet kills it for me. I actually
not a favorite
I
of
actually
mine.
really like the jerseys.
Oh wow, okay.
Yes.
These are actually one of my least favorite.
Okay.
I'd probably put them at 6.
Okay.
Just because, like, it's like, I got bored, like, they're the worst black, well, I guess they're not the worst. The Renegades are worse. But, they're very boring. Like, at least the Renegades try to do something interesting. These are just, like, all black. And then there's, like,
These
a
are
little
like
bit of stripe action.
Ole Miss uniforms, or not quite the old Cleveland Browns uniforms, but with the shoulder pad stripe. But, I like them. I mean, like you said, I like simplistic a little more.
Yeah, they kind of bore the shit out of me.
Yeah.
They're
I
like,
just think they're fine. I think they're inoffensive. I like their aways too. So.
Yeah, I think their aways are really good. Their aways might be they're probably I can't remember where I've been ranking aways and helmets and shit, but like they're probably my second favorite. They're up there. Not my first.
Yeah.
But I do like their away jerseys a lot. They're much better to me.
If the helmet wasn't so bad, these would probably be close to the top for jerseys for me. But the helmet for me is really bad, and I hate it.
Their aways are interesting because they're not white. They're gray. And that looked really good when I saw, Malachi Jones? Is that his name?
Malachi
I think
Dupree?
so. Malachi Jones, he was the one who came out with with Matt McGloin and modeling it, and he looked really good in his away jersey.
Okay. Well, like I said, I don't really have beef with the jerseys. I just think the helmets are pitiful.
See, I don't mind the helmets all that
Oh,
much.
I hate it.
I think they were interesting.
It makes me annoyed every time I look at it.
It's like their black ones are just so boring to me that I was just...
So gray is less boring to you?
The gray, it looks interesting because it's like an away jersey, but you don't really see, like... You don't see a lot of just, like, gray jersey. Like,
Fair
gray
enough.
pants, gray shirt.
Fair enough.
It's kind of a unique. And it doesn't... In the picture you put here, it doesn't look as good because it's kind of small, but if you see how close, it's really nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Like the gray, you could bet... It almost looks like white in this picture you put here, but if you see Malachi Jones in it...
Mm-hmm.
Let me just throw that... Let me just throw that in here if I can find it.
If you see this man in this jersey...
They looked good on the player. If I can find him, here he is. And let me just throw that in our show notes for you.
All right.
Right here. All right. That looks good on him.
It does look good.
I like that a lot, and
Yes.
Okay. It comes together better than this one. This one on the right here does for me.
Yes.
The black,
Well,
it's in for me.
That's fine. I mean, like I said,
But
I quite like
gray
the
is
jerseys.
fantastic.
The gray does look good, actually. That looks quite good.
Yeah,
Looks
that's
very
like
nice.
I wish that was just their colors.
Yeah, they can't do that though.
I wish that was their homes. But anyway, I had these. What did I say? I said, I have. Where you have these ranked? While I try to figure this out.
I have these ranked at 6, and that is strictly because of the helmets, because the uniforms themselves are really not bad. If they had the helmet that wasn't putrid, I'd probably honestly put them at 3. But how they are right now with the helmets, they are at 6.
I put them at 6 as well.
Alright.
And they might be lower if not for these good away uniforms. So, not a fan of just their regular homes.
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't like the New York team. I don't know what it is.
It's just, maybe
You know,
it's
like
the
I'm just
personal
already.
bias.
I'm like,
Whatever. New York.
Maybe it's because like I'm just not all that like enthused about Matt McGloin, but I don't know.
Maybe.
None of their players stand out to me as like these are like my sons.
Yeah.
So maybe there's a little bit of bias. I have not been blown away by the Guardians in general. So, but we'll see. Their jerseys are not the worst in the league. They're just kind of boring, and they're not as simple and clean as the Defenders were. So,
Fair.
anyway, let's move on to the next one. The St. Louis Battlehawks.
That's right. Let's
This
go.
is your team.
This is my team.
This is your team. I'll let you do your initial impressions on these. What do you
All right.
What do you feel?
Far and away the best jerseys in the league. They look
Yeah,
good.
I'd agree with you.
Yeah.
These are probably my number one.
Their helmets look nice. It's basically the old Eagles helmets, just blue. I just had to make the picture bigger, but I made it pixely. Thank you.
You picked a small ass picture, Thomas.
It just looks good. This is simple while still being pleasing to the eye. It's good. It's a good blue. It looks good. The pictures that they put out on social media, the players have looked good in them, and it looks good.
The helmet, fantastic.
Yep.
With the sword down the middle and the wings.
Yep.
It's good. That's a good helmet.
Yep.
Probably my favorite helmet here in the league.
Yeah.
Their away jerseys are my favorite away jerseys.
Their away jerseys are very pretty as well.
Just like the blue and the white, it's again simple, but it's not one tone, and it's nice. It's like not. If they had white pants, this jersey would suck ass.
Yes.
But they were smart, and they made blue pants on
They were
this.
smart.
On this away jersey, it's a good jersey. It
Yeah.
looks clean.
Yes.
The color I'm a little disappointed by, but not. I thought it was more of a purple. Like I knew it was blue, but I thought it was like a purpley blue. It's not all that
Purpley blue.
purpley here. It's not all that purpley here.
It's really not all that.
It's just blue.
Yeah,
I was expecting more purple, but it's just blue, and that's fine.
and that's fine.
I can't. I want to look up another picture of these jerseys because are the pants silver? They are. Okay, the pants are silver, which is weird, right?
Yes and no.
Because here's why. It wouldn't be weird if it was on its own, but then you look at the away jerseys and they're white. I feel like the jersey should be silver.
Yeah, I agree.
If you were going to make the other color silver.
I agree.
But, like, standalone, they look really good. Again, simplistic. What is that on that shoulder? Let me, what do they call it? What do they say in CSI when they, like, zoom in? Enhance. Let me enhance real quick. Do they have another? So on their shoulder pad, it's like a navy blue and a silver.
Yeah.
That's interesting because I don't see the navy blue, but they have that motif on. They have it on the stripe here too. So they have this, I don't even know what you call this blue. It's very close to like Friendswood Mustang blue, which is where we went to school.
Maybe that's why
but at the same time not.
I'm indoctrinated to like it. Then maybe I don't know.
And then they have this dark navy blue alongside it, which I don't see in their logo anywhere. But it's non-offensive. It's simple. It's clean. It's it's not boring.
Not at all.
And the helmet's fantastic. So it all ties together well. Did you see these? I know you did because I think you liked this or you commented on it when I tweeted the picture of Jordan Ta'amu in these jerseys, and it looked fantastic. And I'd like to look at that picture again.
Yes.
Hold up while I pull that up. Just really good jerseys, just in general. Battlehawks. I'm gonna look up for this Battlehawks jersey. Let's see if they just give me the picture of Jordan Ta'amu in here. Yes, they do. Okay. Is that Kristen Michael right there to his right?
If you
Kristen Michael.
Put it in the show notes, then I'll be able to tell you.
Okay, let me put this in the show notes for you to take a gander here.
Yes, that's Kristen Michael.
Okay, so those are kind of the two franchise guys on offense.
Mm-hmm.
Looks fantastic on both of them.
Looks great.
Looks really good on Jordan Ta'amu.
Yes.
Because he is both skinny and built and tall.
Yes.
And that is perfect for these jerseys. I think he looks fantastic. The white looks a little weird on Kristen Michael. I'm actually seeing this on the player. It doesn't look as good as it does.
I think it'll look better when it's not in a mock-up setting.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Now that I've shown myself this, I'm actually disappointed that these away jerseys are not silver.
Yeah, I think they would have looked better silver as well.
But and it would have made me feel the same way I felt about the Guardians having that gray.
Mm-hmm. But now, I think they were trying to not to bite too hard on the Detroit Lions style.
Fair, it's true.
Because I actually, now that I kind of looking at some of these jerseys, not all of them, but some of them, I think they were all right, this is the inspiration, but we got to dial it back, so it's not the same thing. You know what I mean?
The only one that seems like a blatant ripoff to me is the Defenders and the Chiefs.
The Chiefs? I don't think so much the Chiefs. Hold on, sorry. They're not really all that...
Fantastic point.
Yeah, thanks. They're not really all that similar besides the fact that they're red and white, you know what I mean? I don't think they're... the Chiefs even have a little bit of yellow, so I don't think there's really any yellow there. So...
true. Fair enough. So Lions. You're seeing Lions here? I mean, I guess I'm seeing Lions here, too. This is kind of like the... Now, the Lions blue is a little bit paler.
The Lions blue is definitely paler, but looking at the Jordan Ta'amu picture, especially with that gray shoulder pad there, I'm getting a big whiff of Detroit there. So...
Yeah. But it is clean, and they have the best logo.
Good. Yes.
A little disappointed it's not a little more purpley blue, but just being blue is fine. And it's the best jersey here in the league, for sure.
100%.
By far.
Big agree.
So we only have one more jersey to talk about.
That's right.
And it's a controversial one, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my second team, my second home, the love of my life, Mark Dressman.
Yes.
The Tampa Bay Vipers.
Yes.
And this one had high potential to be awful.
Yep.
And I don't think it was.
I don't think it was either.
Where do you have this ranked? I just want to get that out of the way now. Where do you have
I
this
have
ranked?
them ranked at 7, but I want to put them higher, but I can't.
So I hate the picture you put here has these 2 jerseys we've talked about in the very back. So I need a better look at the jerseys. I'm trying to remember where I had everyone ranked. So you were at 8, 7, 6. So okay. So the Vipers I have at 5.
Okay.
So they're not incredibly high, but they could have very easily been 8 for me, and they weren't. Let me pull up these jerseys.
Fan mock-ups, like for the Vipers, were, by the way, just kind of across the board. Not to poop on anyone here, but like some of the mock-ups for the XFL teams, people would guess what the uniforms would be, were really bad. Like, there really wasn't one. I was like, that'd be cool if they did that I saw, because most of them were really bad. So if you did a mock-up for jerseys, they were probably bad. Sorry, but
you remember we hadn't done the podcast when this came out, but you might have seen it, that leaked jersey, the Vipers jersey, the leaked one that's just kind of laying there.
Yeah,
was that legit? Because now I'm looking at it, the colors are a little bit different,
similar.
but that's that leak. If you just type in Tampa Bay Vipers jersey, I think it's the first picture.
Okay.
That's the leaked jersey. It was very close to what the away jersey ended up looking like. So who leaked that? Because they might have some inside info. Because that actually looks legit.
Dan Billinson.
So anyway, this is the problem here with these jerseys. Okay, is what I was worried about with the Wildcats, where it was just going to be red on yellow on orange. We're just going to be very of the same color. It's kind of what they did here, but they did the best job they could to make it work.
Yes, I think these uniforms are honestly, I have them ranked at 7, but they're fine. They're not bad.
Their away ones look good to me. I really like their.
I also like their away ones.
They're the most unique jersey.
Yeah,
by far.
Yeah.
I just saw this big picture of the mock-up.
That's look at that. That's awful.
That is awful.
Good.
Oh my god. They gradient. I mean, the helmet's okay. I guess.
Yeah, they made him have scale. Could you imagine okay, I'm a professional football player. Man, I gotta wear this.
It's gradient yellow to green.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not great.
Yeah. That's
sorry,
the formatting of the document, so I'm gonna delete that.
Glad you didn't design these jerseys.
Yeah, good God. That's what I mean. Most of them look like something akin to that, and it's just ugh.
But these aways might rank pretty high for me.
The aways are really nice.
The aways could be in my top 3.
Mm-hmm. I actually like the helmets.
The helmets are nice.
Yeah, they are.
They have a very good helmet.
Yeah, I actually.
I was very pleasantly surprised by these. They're trying. Here's the thing with these jerseys, is they don't look like professional football jerseys.
Yes.
But they they kind of look like CFL jerseys.
To me, in my brain, these are even though Arena Football League, rest in peace, but they remind me of Arena Football League jerseys.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But that's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing, and we don't say that in a bad way. They look like Arena Football jerseys, but they're still fine.
The reason we say that is because no NFL team would even attempt this color scheme.
Yes.
Because it is an interesting color scheme. You ran into the yellow on the numbers looks good. Mm-hmm. The helmet looks great. Mm-hmm. The light green looks good on the jersey, but it looks a little weird on the pants.
Yes.
I could see, it's I wonder if this jersey would have benefited from having white pants. On their home jersey.
I don't know. Because
there is something about them being solid, but
I do like the solid green look, but you're right in saying that the light green on the pants looks odd because it does.
If it was just solid green pants.
Yeah, I think that would look better.
It looks weird and how it merges into the socks.
Yeah, and hopefully
I just feel if they would have just went all bottom, just that solid green.
Yeah, that would have been better, I think.
The pants are the only problem here for me.
Yeah.
But their helmet is fantastic.
To me, honestly, if they would have kept this the darker green and kind of would have went for a Baylor Bears look, but then still kept the light green helmet, then that would have been fine. I think that would have been better for me personally.
This isn't really a jersey thing, but like the snake logo is a lot cooler than the V.
Yeah.
Like, why didn't they just make their logo the snake logo?
I don't know who's in charge of that.
Because it's right on their chest, Mm-hmm. But it looks cooler than this V.
Then the V within the V.
So
Looks like a stapler.
I'm just trying to look at these helmets here.
Yeah.
The yellow face mask looks good. This is just
Yes.
it's a good helmet.
The helmet's good.
Helmet.
I actually really like the yellow face mask too. I think that's nice.
Where'd you have this jersey ranked? 7?
7, but I want it to be higher, but I can't.
Who's 6 for you? Do you
The
remember?
Guardians.
The Guardians. See, I'd probably put it over the Guardians.
I like the Guardians jerseys.
I just think you have the Renegades jersey too high. That's what's fucking up everything.
I just like the Renegades jerseys. That's all. I just think they're fine. I like them.
All right. Well, away jerseys are good, and the home jerseys are not good. I'm just kidding. They are good too.
They're good.
They're
too.
just not as good as the away jerseys. I really like the away jerseys. Helmet's fantastic. So
the home jerseys.
I guess that's our fucking jersey show. That's our jersey extravaganza. Shit. Overall, let's just give overall opinions here on these jerseys.
Underwhelming, but not in a necessarily bad way. I was also honestly expecting some like epic LOL. These jerseys are awful.
Right.
But really, the one that comes closest to that is the Roughnecks, and even the Roughnecks ones, like they're really not that bad. Just compared to every other uniform, they're not the best.
Yeah, the Roughnecks could be vastly improved by changing the pants.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
It would make like there wouldn't be a single blemish here. I would think these are all pretty good if the Roughnecks, and it's like the Roughnecks one hurt because that's my team.
Exactly.
Like each and it's like every day I'm getting a little closer to being like I should just be a Vipers.
Nah. You picked you fucking made your bed, dog.
Because the Vipers, I just like so much about them. But I made that pick way too early, Thomas. I made it too early. I didn't consider all the factors.
Well, that's it's part of the game. Got to pay to play.
But they still the Roughnecks still have my favorite quarterback here in the XFL. So
yes,
that's the saving grace. If he ends up not being their starter, I might jump ship. We'll see.
Jump ship. All right.
I may betray them.
I may
start Philip Walker. Philip Walker, 2020.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. So my overall opinions, these are good for like an inaugural season. This was a good reveal. There was buzz. There was coverage. Lots of people talked about it. I mean, just nothing too offensive here. The Roughnecks, obviously, the closest to it, but they straddled a good line between looking like Madden create a team like I made when I was 8 and like trying too hard.
Yes.
I
agree with that.
It's like they didn't go too simple, but they didn't go too over the top. Closest over the top was the Vipers. The closest to too simple was probably the Roughnecks. Looking like Madden create a team out here. Mm-hmm. But overall, these are good. There's a good spectrum here. All these jerseys do look different. And I mean, maybe a little too much black. I almost feel like the Renegades went too hard on the black, but
I would have liked them to use the baby blue more.
Yeah, more baby blue. Give me some baby blue. Give me the entire jersey. Give me the entire upper half is baby blue, and I'll be happy.
Yeah, that would have looked good. With
some black numbers. Mm-hmm. That would have been clean. But no, you did too much black, and you fucked up. But okay, well, that's our show. That was good. We've been waiting so long. No longer can we just fill airtime with speculation about jerseys. What are we going to speculate about now?
Just going to speculate about training camps and stuff.
That's like too real.
That's too,
we need something super. We need something superficial to speculate about.
Something that doesn't really matter.
We need to like speculate about like. Let's speculate about on-field wear.
On-field, oh yeah. What are the refs gonna wear?
Are the refs gonna have the standard stripes?
What wrestler will be what? Or
are they gonna be like? Are they gonna be like wrestling referees, where they just have like a blue T-shirt, not a blue T-shirt, but like a blue polo?
What wrestler fits every XFL team?
Okay, well that's our show.
Right.
It was a good one. How long did it go?
About an hour.
What are we at?
Probably
Hour
about
5?
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Look at that.
Yes. It's a solid
We thought
episode.
this show might be like 2 hours at one point.
Well, you thought it. I thought it was gonna be like 45 minutes.
Do you remember when we first started talking about the jerseys? Like, when these jerseys come out, we're gonna be going on and on
Yeah.
and on, and now they're here. So
So
we kind of kept it pretty concise. But overall, good show. I think.
Yeah.
Not too many fuck ups. I don't think.
Really
Everything
not.
should be easy.
that made it all. We didn't have to do the intro 40 times this time, so that's a step up.
Yes, it is fantastic.
It
All
is.
right, well, thanks so much, guys, for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. We missed y'all. I hope y'all missed us. We'll be back again next Monday. Back to our regularly scheduled programming.
Yes.
And we'll be doing a show every week. We'll probably take a break off at Christmas for that week. Just because it's Christmas, we want to focus on Christmas shit and hanging out with our families and shit. So,
Here.
but overall, it's been fun. This is episode 7.
7, yes.
I said at the top of the show, episode 7. So we're coming up. We're coming up on 2 months of doing this,
That's right.
and that's fantastic.
Keep
And hopefully we'll be doing this for much longer.
Keep following us along.
anyway.
Yeah.
What?
I was just gonna say plug the Twitter.
Oh
that?
yeah, I was gonna plug the Twitter.
I wasn't
Make sure you
sure
guys
you
follow us on Twitter at XFL Extra Point. I post a lot there. I guess not a ton, but I'll say some shit. If you just want to hear some shit, I'll comment, and I'll comment on other people's shit. I like interacting with people on there, and we get a lot of our news from there. So follow us on Twitter. We retweet shit. We post shit. We comment on shit. It's a good place to follow us, and you'll keep up to date if we do anything in the future that is not on Mondays, I guess.
Yes.
XFL Extra Point Extra sometimes happens.
Yes.
So you got to keep up to date there. Make sure you guys, if you're listening to this on any of the podcast apps, so Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, whatever you listen to it on, because it's on fucking everything, make sure you go down, leave a review, however they do it. Give us 5 stars. Helps the show. Make sure you head over to the YouTube. The same thing, XFL Extra Point. And like, comment, subscribe on all the shit that's there. More shit coming there soon. Keep a lookout.
Smash
Anything you
that
wanna
like button.
Thomas? What? Smash the like button. Smash it. You need to press it. You need to press it 11 times.
Smash the like button or your grandma dies.
Okay. Well, I didn't go that far, but make sure you subscribe, or I will torture Thomas
Me?
in a non-sensual way.
What did I do?
And if you do, I'll
if
torture
you
him in a
torture me,
sensual
then
way,
the
so.
quality of the show will decrease. Because then I'll be... So you just heard yourself. So if you want the show to suck, don't subscribe.
So yeah, just make sure you guys follow us on everything. I feel like I should make a Facebook page and shit, but like, who uses Facebook? Tracking us and shit.
Boomers.
So, all right. See you guys next week. Fun show.
Bye-bye.
Bye.